This is the Beatbot Sora 70 Robot Pool Cleaner. I'm going to test it out for a week and let you know at the end of this video how it performed cleaning my pool. Will it work without human intervention? How often will I have to clean it? And will it scare my cat Isla? Let's find out. The Beatbot Sora 70 is a 4-in-1 robotic pool cleaner, which means it cleans the floor, the walls, the water line, and the water surface. This is exciting because brushing the walls and using the net to pull floating debris out of the pool can be a big pain. Now, I did want to share some of my concerns. This thing is really heavy, and I'm worried that it's going to damage the bottom of my pool because these tank treads are pretty hard. I do have a Pebble Tech pool, so it could dislodge some of those pebbles and then suck them up into the machine. I'm also a little concerned about the battery dying and me having to fish it out of the middle of the pool. It does come with like a hook that you could grab it and pull it out of the pool, but I'm just worried that's gonna be a problem. This video was made possible by Beatbot, but the company had no input or influence on my opinion of the product. So looking at the quick start guide, step 1 is to go over the structure of the Beatbot robot. Step 2 is to start charging. And then step 3 is to download the Beatbot app and create an account. Okay, so I created my account. Now I'm gonna scan the QR code on the robot to pair it with the app. There it is, Sora 70. Connect to my Wi-Fi. And then it walks you through the steps of getting it ready to clean the pool. And I can hit start cleaning. All right, I'm gonna start up the Beatbot and put it in the pool. I'm gonna choose standard mode. All right, here we go. Let it sit there. There it goes. Thrusters, thrusting. So now it says it's diving. Dive, dive, dive. All right, I think it's just configuring itself, so we'll see what happens. Give it some time. After 5 minutes, the Sora 70 was sweeping the floor of the pool. We get a lot of these things in our pool, so I'm gonna throw some in there and see how well it picks them up. Let's go over the specs and the 5 cleaning modes of the robot. The Sora 70 has 6,800 gallons per hour of suction power, putting it on the top tier of residential pool robot cleaners. It also features a 10,000 milliamp battery. I was able to use it for over 400 minutes or close to 7 hours before needing to recharge it again. Recharging does take a few hours to fully charge. So usually I'm able to get at least 2 cycles at 4 hours each. I did the Pro mode for 4 hours, and then I let it sit in the pool overnight. I think when I left it, it was at 53%. In the morning when I woke up, it was around 30%. So it is running the battery on standby. And then I ran it for another cleaning cycle this morning, and it went for about 3 hours. So you're looking at 7 to 8 hours of battery life, depending on what you're cleaning in your pool. The Sora 70 has a 6-liter debris basket capacity, which is a lot larger than the bag on my Polaris pool cleaner. It also has an ultra-fine dual filter basket for trapping sand, dust, and pollen. It is recommended to regularly clean the inner filter, the sensor, and the roller brush on the robot after extended hours of use. The app lays out how to clean each part under the maintenance section. The Sora 70 has 5 cleaning modes, including Pro mode, Floor mode, Surface mode, my favorite, Standard mode, and Eco mode. Pro mode mixes 4 modes: Floor mode, wall and water line, and Surface mode. Standard mode covers the floor, wall, and water line. And finally, Eco mode will clean the pool floor for 45 minutes every 48 hours, hanging out at the bottom until the next cleaning. It will return to the edge of the pool when the battery is low. There's also a remote control mode if you want to drive it around on the surface manually, and a park button, which will make it park itself somewhere on the edge of the pool where it's easy to grab. Surface mode is where the Sora 70 really shines. Beatbot uses jet pulse water surface cleaning technology and blasts jets of water out of the front to the left and right of the robot, while simultaneously shooting dual jets of water into the mouth of the robot. Beatbot claims that this technology increases its cleaning efficiency by 50% on the surface of the pool. The Sora 70 also uses Sonic Sense ultrasonic technology, which helps it avoid collisions with steps and objects in the pool. As I mentioned before, the surface cleaning mode is by far the biggest upgrade for me because I get a lot of leaves in my pool, and the skimmer doesn't always get everything, so having the robot cruise around the surface picking up leaves is really cool, and saves me from having to fish leaves out with a large net. The wall cleaning is a bonus too, because it is recommended to scrub your walls once a week so that algae cannot build up and change the color of your pool. So how does the Sora 70 compare to my mindless, not smart Polaris pool cleaner, which runs off the pool pump and is connected to a giant hose? So the Polaris, it just kind of runs automatically when the pump comes on every morning, and it'll run for about 8 hours a day. I really don't have to worry about it. I do have to empty the bag at least once a week in the winter, a couple times a week. And also the hose will break down and it'll get little holes in it, so I have to repair that. And a new hose costs about 200 bucks, so it's not cheap. So imagine every couple of years you have to buy a new hose for your Polaris. Spending a couple $100, that's a lot of money. But it is very passive, so I don't have to deal with it a lot. Well, there's a leak in the hose right here, just from aging, and a knot. Now the Sora 70, you will have to charge it at least every other day, maybe even every day, which can be a pain if you have to deal with it a lot. Pulling it out of the pool, making sure it's connected to Wi-Fi, make sure it's connected to the app. So that's also something to think about. Do you want to be connected to an app, have another device connected to your Wi-Fi network? And I was getting alerts from it. I'm getting notifications when the battery is running low or when it gets trapped somewhere in the pool. So if you're a tech-minded individual, you might like that. It might help you actually be more efficient with cleaning your pool, but also just something to keep in mind. You will be connected to your pool cleaning device via your phone and the Wi-Fi network. Now, taking it out of the pool is pretty difficult. It is very heavy. So if you're a smaller person or an older person, it might be difficult for you to pull it out of the pool. But there is more capacity in the basket, so you will have to empty it less often. It's the charging that you're gonna have to deal with. I did like the feature of the Sora 70 where it could walk up the walls and also clean the steps. The Polaris will not clean the steps, so it's usually only getting debris that's on the bottom of the pool, and then the skimmer gets everything that's on the top of the pool. The cool thing about the Sora 70 is it's getting everything on the bottom of the pool, it's going up the walls and scrubbing the walls, it's getting everything along the water line, edge of the walls, and it's getting all the debris that's floating on top of the pool. So that is super helpful, and I really did like the extra cleaning features. Now, if you're someone who's very tech savvy and you like to be connected and kind of get information and data on all of your products in your house, then the Sora 70 is a really great option. You literally know what it's cleaning, where it's cleaning, and how long it's been cleaning for. There were some moments where it got trapped or it got sucked into the tractor beam of the skimmer. So it is recommended to turn off all your pool equipment when you're running the Sora 70 in your pool. And then when it's done, it'll just come park itself on the edge. Overall, I'd say the Sora 70 is a really great tool for your pool cleaning arsenal. It's like a little submarine tank, and it just kind of cruises around and cleans up everything. I found it very effective in cleaning my pool, the surface, the floor, the walls. So it is a true 4-in-1 pool cleaning device. Subscribe to CNET's YouTube channel for more videos like this one, testing products on Prove It, and thanks for watching.